Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and we are here today with a little makeup haul, but the twist is, it's makeup I already own. It's makeup I thought I lost. Like several of these things I truly thought I lost, and I knew I had them, and I kept thinking like, did I give them away on accident? Did I lose it? Where is it? What happened to it? And I found this box in my room the other day. This box right here. It's this Kiehl's box. It was a gift set from last year, but the box was so nice I had to keep it. And I forgot it was there. And I pulled it out and it was heavy and I was like, what's in this box? I open it and it's makeup. It's my lost babies. We've been reunited. And yes, it feels so good. The light is working with me today. Usually my videos sometimes look a little dim, a little hazy, because I only film with natural light. But today, well, it's like 5:30. But the sun's working with me today. Anyway, I'm going to show you the things that I thought I'd lost. And I opened it the other day like it was Christmas morning. I was so excited. And Carla left me a comment. I think she did on my video, or my post I did, that the makeup was in Never Neverland, or it came back from Never Neverland. I was like, you know what it was? It took off for a while, and it was going to come back when it was good and ready. And I'm so glad it did. The first thing, oh my gosh, this is from Dior. It's the Backstage Glow Face Palette. This is the universal one. This is something that I agonized over it because I lost it. I told my boyfriend about it. We searched this house. We turned the house upside down. Obviously not, because we didn't look in this one box, but I was looking for it. I put it on my Sephora list. I was like, I'm going to buy that thing again one day because this is one of my favorite things I've ever owned. And I'm wearing, it's totally worn off now because I had a mask on all day, but I love this little baby. I use it. I haven't used it in a long time, but I've mentioned it in videos here and there, like I lost it, it's gone forever. And of course I did my inventory recently and I knew it was missing. I cannot believe I have it back. Like I opened the box and like about died. I was so excited. So that was in there. And then this little palette from Revlon, the Looks Book palette in the shade Maverick. I'm wearing this one today. A little worn down because I've had it on all day, but you know, it's on me. This is also one that I knew was missing because I wanted to reach for it every now and then. I was like, where is that palette? And when I was doing my inventory, I knew this one was missing because I own all the other ones. And I'm like, where is Maverick? Where are you? Anyway, this is what it looks like if you haven't seen this before. I'm wearing just a few of these shades here on my lids today. I love this a whole lot and I'm glad it's back now. I almost want to hide a random box of makeup every year and hide it somewhere and completely forget about it and then find it like this, because it felt like, you know, when you put on your like winter coat or something and there's $1 in there, or an old lip gloss you thought you lost, like best day of your life, right? That's how this was finding, like it was like Christmas. The next thing in there was this Clinique Jonathan Adler blush in the shade Peach Pop. This is really old. I thought I put, oh no, are they still here? Maybe they're gone. I don't know. I had the 2 eyeshadow singles from this line as well, and I put them on Poshmark. I don't know if I sold them or not, or I put them. It doesn't matter. I decluttered them either way. I bought this a long time ago. I don't like this blush at all, which is weird but interesting. Because I've wanted one of these blushes from Clinique forever. These pop blushes that are shaped like with a little flower. I've wanted one forever. And when I bought this one, I was severely disappointed because it's so patchy. It doesn't blend whatsoever, and the color is really nice, and it looks pretty, and it's cute. I tried it on that day I found this box, and I was like, it was so patchy. And I find this only goes on really well with one specific brush, the Real Techniques stipple brush, but I don't love it enough to keep it. I think I might let this one go. But I am going to have to add all this stuff to my inventory, so I'm like, do I want to write this down? Kinda. I want to keep it. The next thing that was in here is the Somerville. It's like the Kate Moss Rimmel line. This is a blush palette. They had a blush, bronzer, and highlight palette that came out like this. I have the bronzer one. It's one of my favorite bronzers ever. And the blush one, haven't used it. I don't know why I haven't used it, but it was here. They don't make this anymore, but I haven't used it. I also found some more City Mini palettes from Maybelline. So when I was doing my inventory, I knew I had more. I was like, I know I have more than just 2 of these because I bought a bunch of them. And they were in this box. I don't remember putting them in this box. Why I put them in the box, why it was where it was, I have no idea. But I found 3 more City Mini palettes. I wore this one yesterday. It's called High Rise Sunset. Really, really cute. I find these to be very user-friendly, very beginner-friendly, super blendable, easy to use shades. They make these little like curated little palettes really, really nice. And I like these a lot. Definitely one of my favorite and most underrated drugstore eyeshadow formulas. I also have the one called Matte About Town. Here's this one. And then the shade called Diamond District. This one right here. I love these a lot, and I'm super happy to have 3 more to throw in my drawer. These were 2 that I didn't notice were missing. I assumed I decluttered them actually and like gave them to somebody. But they're these 2 palettes from Almay. So this is the one called Naturalista. I have a video actually on these, both of these palettes. I'll link any corresponding videos, of course, I'll link down below in case you want to hear some more thoughts on this, because I think I demoed this in that video. It's sometime last year I did it. I find this formula to be very similar to that Maybelline formula. Really easy to use, really beginner friendly. They blend really well. Not the most pigmentation ever. Some of them you do have to build up. But I found both of these in that box, and I assumed that I decluttered them. And this one called Fabulista. Do they still make these? I don't know. And then I have this. This is a cheek palette from Broadway. I knew I had this because when I was doing my inventory, I was looking everywhere for this second one because I could only find one. And I'm like, I know I have 2 of those. I know I do. But I assumed I gave it to somebody, I guess, or decluttered it. But this is the shade Summer. They have 2 of these. And I bought this at Dollar General, and I love it. Haven't used it in a long time because I lost it, but it's back in my life now. And when I say I assumed I gave it away or decluttered it and it was gone, I gave one of my coworkers a box of makeup several months ago. And it was stuff that I just couldn't be bothered to take pictures of and put on Poshmark. I couldn't be bothered. I just went like a tornado in here one day throwing stuff in a box going, why do I still have that? Asked her if she wanted it, gave it to her. And I assumed that the Dior palette was in there. I was like, maybe I dropped it on accident, but I'm not going to ask her. Do you happen to have that Dior palette? Do you use it? Do you need it? Can I have it back? I just assumed I assumed I gave it away. This is a Maybelline, the Matte Bar palette. This is something I truly forgot I even owned. I think I have a video on this as well. This is a really nice palette. It actually reminds me a little bit of this, now that I look at it. Of the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay. I know it's Urban Decay. Why do I have to look at it? No, not really. Maybe a few shades here and there. Ooh, maybe. Actually. These look oddly similar. Anyway, this is the Maybelline Matte Bar palette. I truly forgot I owned that. I'm so excited going through this box right now. This is something, believe it or not, I put a note in my phone about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, that said, go buy Wet n Wild Red Pellet. Because I was looking for this for so long, but I assumed it was in that box I gave away. It's from Wet n Wild, and it's this line. I think they still sell this at Walmart. I assumed they did because I was going to go buy it again, but I didn't go. I don't know, I kept forgetting. But this is the one called Fire, and this is what it looks like. I bought a few of these, 3 of them. I did a video on them sometime last year. 2 of them I didn't like at all, but this one I really, really liked, so I kept it. And I wanted to use it over time, over the last little bit of time. I don't even know what word to say. Oh, I was going to say over the years, but it hasn't been years that this has been missing. It's just been a long time, months and months and months. And I've been wanting to reach for it, and of course I didn't find it doing my inventory. I assumed I gave it away. I love this. There's this really pretty brown in here that I think is really pretty. These super deep like berries and reds. I know they don't look that deep in a swatch, but they go on the eyes really nicely. I really like this one a lot, and I almost repurchased it. There's a couple of Nars little things in here. There's a Fort de France like mini highlighter, and this is something I don't really like that much. Nars to me, okay, Nars used to be a brand that I loved. Like, I thought they were so elusive. Like, oh my god, Nars, like, I don't know anything about them. Their packaging is so minimal. They don't do any crazy collaborations, and when they do, they're really cool. And I was like so into Nars, like, as an idea. And then over time, and especially over the last like 2-3 years, Nars kind of sucks. Like, they put out palette after palette after palette after palette, another blush palette, another blush palette. Like, they're like Benefit or like Tarte almost. Like, another palette or like ColourPop. I don't know. But I've purchased eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes that have come out over the years, and I absolutely hate them. I've returned them. I purchased a cheek palette that absolutely sucked. I returned it. And then they'll bring out another palette, another cheek palette, another eyeshadow palette. And it's like, what are you doing releasing all these palettes? Now you just look like you're cranking stuff out just to do it. Like, nothing is really special, and they're not the brand I really remember. Anyway, I have no interest in Nars anymore. There's a couple of single eyeshadows I love and I will keep forever. But this highlight does nothing for me. That's it right there. It's nothing like, I don't know. I don't know why I kept it, but it was in this box. And I have this other Nars eyeshadow. I bought this at TJ Maxx or something like that. They were sold in little compacts like this, but they came easy to pop out so you can put them in your own palette. But then you have this whole little component thing here to throw in the trash. Like, I don't know why they sold them like this. To justify probably a $20 price tag. But still, I don't know. And it's just a whatever eyeshadow. I don't really like it that much. Ooh, something I knew I lost. This is something I also thought I gave away on accident. It's from Burberry, and it's an eyeshadow called Pale Barley. This is something YouTube made me buy a long time ago. Actually, TT Sandra made me buy it. Because she did a video where she talked about this one day, and I was like, that looks amazing. I must buy it. And it stayed on my wish list forever, and then one day I just bought it, and I was severely disappointed. This is what it looks like. It's a nice shade. It's blendable. It's pretty, but it's not what I wanted it to be. It's not the way it looked on her. And I was trying to talk about this eyeshadow in a video the other day when I was going, it looks like that Burberry shade. What is it called? I couldn't remember it. But this is what I was picturing. And I feel like I've decluttered this, or maybe tried to, over the last couple of years that I've had it. But I can't bring myself to do it. And I think I'll probably keep it forever. But yeah, this I knew was missing, and I was so excited to see it in there. Let me grab the one I dropped. Hold on. Okay, two more things that I knew I had. This one from Neutrogena. I don't even know if they still make these. I wish they did, because this is a very underrated eyeshadow formula. It's called Nourishing Longwear Eyeshadow and Built-In Primer. It's insanely soft. If you thought Lorac eyeshadows were soft, like these are gonna like, they're crazy soft. Like, they're not even like swatchable, because you'll just destroy the whole pan. They're so soft. But I'm gonna try to swatch anyway. Not the best swatches ever, but a little something. I've used this so many times over the years. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan or anything in here. This used to be my go-to for a long, long, long time, especially when I worked graveyard. And I would wear it all the time. And I knew I had another one because I was doing inventory, and I knew I had another one. It was in this box. And the last thing is this Almay eyeshadow trio called Smoldering Embers. I forgot I had this. I thought I only had one of these. One called something. It's one that has like red tones in it, a little deeper, like fall look. This is really pretty too. I used to be very into these eyeshadow trios that Almay had years and years and years ago. Then they got rid of them. They brought out the Shadow Softies, which were an abomination to humanity. And they brought these back, and I bought a couple. This one, I'm not loving it as I swatch it now, but maybe I'll try it out again. But anyway, it was in the box. So I'm sharing it as part of my makeup haul. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Even though it was all products I already owned, for me it was like new makeup. Anyway, let me know if this has ever happened to you. Has your makeup ever gone to Neverland and then showed up randomly one day when you least expected it? I'm just having fun looking at these things since it's like brand new stuff to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you later in another one. Okay, goodbye.